morning, everyone. My name is Tene and I'd like to testify of God's goodness. I was laid off from my job in May due to COVID, and I thought, okay, God, how am I gonna do it? Like, okay, there's the mortgage to be paid, there are bills to be paid, I have family. Like, how do we even start this? But God showed up and showed out, and even during the time of the COVID that I was laid off, I'll say 2020 has been my best year yet. I know a lot of people are like, okay, 2022 you should just come and go, but no, 2020 needs to still stay so I can accomplish everything that I'm supposed to do. And I also want to thank Pastor Steve, Pastor Nika, because I remember when I was laid off in May due to COVID, even when I texted him, it was just like, okay. I mean, he didn't, it was just like God will provide, that I should not worry myself. And the same thing Pastor Nika said. So I just want to thank them, for their continuous prayers, and they have been awesome parents to me. So I just want to bring that up. And I know while I was still looking for a job, even as of maybe 2 weeks ago, Pastor was declaring, and he said the jobs are out there. The doors are open. So if you're looking for a job, just cash into it, which I did. And also joining Pastor Nika every morning by 6 a.m. I know she specifically prayed for people that were looking for jobs, and I also cashed in. So God just, has been moving, and I just wanna thank them, and just wanna say I'm grateful. God has been faithful. Mortgage was paid, bills was paid, no late payments, nothing. I don't even know how I did it. My business during that time, during this COVID time, just exploded. Like, yeah, it's never been like that. So I'll just say God is just awesome. And just like 2 weeks ago, I came across this position online, and I'm like, okay, I've applied to so many jobs, but I keep getting, regrettably, we are moving on with another candidate, or your resume looks so good, but we're gonna move on with another candidate, or we have moved on. So, but when I saw the position, I'm like, okay, let me just go ahead and apply. I mean, it doesn't cost me anything. So I did the application, and then the lady called me back, and I was like, okay. So she asked me if I had some time to talk to her on the phone, which I did, and she was like, okay, we still have other candidates, and we'll get back to you. So I think 2 or 3 days after that, she called me and said, can I come in for an interview, that they want to talk to me in person. So I said fine. So I went for the interview. It went well. They said, well, like they told me, they still have other candidates that they have to attend to, and they will get back to me if I qualify. 3 days or 2 days after that, I got an assessment that I'm supposed to take for them, and I was actually taking it on my phone because I didn't take it serious. I was like, okay, let me take it. I took it, and then I got a call back and said they want to invite me for a second interview. And then when I saw the email, I was in my mind, I'm like, okay, second interview for what? I already did the first interview and it went well. It was with the director, the manager, and so what else do they want to ask me? But I'm like, okay. So I went in for the second interview, and then when I got there, they brought up the assessment that I did, and they told me that out of all the candidates that I got the highest for. I was like, okay. I don't know how that happened, but okay. And the director was like, I just like you already, and I think I want to make the offer. The offer they gave me is actually way more, almost like ×2 of what I was making at the other job. So I'm like, okay, thank you, Jesus. Pastor was sharing about you coming to give your thing, testifying to God's goodness, and I'm like, okay, I'll do it. But then while I was praising, while I was sitting down, he said, okay, you asking me, the deal we had together is multiple job offers, but you have to go share this first before we can go to the next stage. So I'm like, okay, Daddy, I obey. So I just want to encourage somebody out there that God is still God, and He's on the throne. If you trust Him enough, He will get you through. So thank you.